All right, back on NewsNation Now with the New York Post reporter Lydia Moynihan, who's a business contributor at NewsNation. Good to see you, Lydia.
Nice to see you.
I have a lot of moving parts here on a Friday. I know from your perspective, we're following two stories related to former President Trump. First is a story that you broke in the New York Post on one of Mr. Trump's golf courses. There's been a lot of talk recently about his businesses. Tell us this story, the sale of his golf course in the Bronx to Bally's, worth as much as $100 million.
So it was completed earlier this month, and it's significant, I think, because this is all happening after the news this week, of course, where the judge is looking to revoke Trump's business licenses.
Right.
So clearly the Trump organization kind of saw that coming down the pike, wanted to get ahead of it, got this $100 million. And what we're seeing happening at this golf course in the Bronx is basically what we could expect to see happen in the rest of the city, right? Just within a few weeks, his name has been taken off the golf course. There's really no reference or any indication that he was previously the owner. And so a lot of people are looking at that thinking, okay, is that what we're going to see play out with the rest of his real estate properties? Yes, is that what we're going to see play out with the rest of the real estate properties through Manhattan, in Midtown,
because the reason
in downtown?
Because there are many named Trump properties that, or not even properties, products sometimes that he's not the owner of, that there's a licensing deal, but he was the owner of this golf course? I see.
Got the branding and the business. So
the other story is, the Page 6, which of course is the well-known gossip wing of your fine newspaper, the New York Post, had this on the former First Lady saying that she quietly renegotiated a prenup. I think this was mostly about her son, but tell us the story if you can.
Yeah. Well, it's, again, a very big legal week for the Trump family. And one of the things that was part of the judge's ruling this week that could happen, in addition to his business license being revoked, he could be slapped essentially with a $250 million fine. Now, we don't know exactly what that penalty will look like right now, but clearly if you're Melania, you're looking at that and thinking, okay, basically the future of this organization, the future of my husband's wealth is sort of imperiled. So I think she's obviously very concerned about the future. Of course, this is just one of many cases he's facing, and she wants to make sure that she's taken care of, and also that her son, Barron, has a stake similar to what some of the other Trump kids have.
Right,
Dawn
whatever money's
Ivanka and Eric.
I suppose the trust is protected for him, seemed to be, at least from the Page 6 reporting, from what I picked up. Boy, a lot going on.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.